So welcome to Hills Shire TV. I'm with Brooke Collins. He's the president of Hills District Little Athletics, and Brooke's here today just to share a little bit about Hills District Little Athletics. So Brooke, over to you. What's your role? What do you do? And tell us a little bit about Hills District Little Athletics.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I've been with Hills District Little Athletics now for the best part of 12 years. Just started as a parent, like most do, and decided I didn't want to sit on the hill for too long, and put my hand up, and I became a starter. And then I think a few people in the community soon realised that I was destined for bigger and better things. So then I moved into a few other roles, then on to vice president for a couple of years, and I've just been re-elected for my 5th year as president of the club. So it's an honour to lead such a club. It's one of the better clubs in New South Wales. We've got this year, we've gone from a club that had about 340 athletes to 400 odd athletes to 600 athletes. Last year we had 700, this year 650 outside of an Olympic year. So still, it's a great club, a strong club, probably the 5th largest club in New South Wales. So yeah, we do hold our own.
Oh, it's very good. And from the kids' point of view, is that how long does the season go for? When do you register? Little things like that?
Yeah. What will happen is the season's just completed, Steve. In March, we've just had our presentation in May. What will happen is our season runs from September through to March. Our registration will open in August. And what we are is we're a little unique in terms of how we do registration now. It's not a registration day per se. What it is, it's virtually you're picking up your pack from registering online. So we actually don't have a manual process anymore. We do it online. Our families seem to be able to benefit from that, but also the club benefits from a $5 rebate that we get back from the association, which means that that's more money we can put back into the club, which means better equipment, which then in turn means we get more athletes. And I think that's why we've seen our club grow over the last few years, Steve.
Oh, okay then. And so from ages, you know, how old are the kids? And
tiny tots, Steve, anywhere from 4 or 5. We have had them younger to 3. If you've got an older sibling who's in an older age group, we don't like to turn away the little ones because they love to get involved, right up to 17, up to the teens. So, and at the age group of under 15, you can become club captain. That's generally where we've set it at, and it's that age group that actually votes for the club captain, a boy and a girl who represent our club.
Okay,
so, yeah.
All right. And so from doing little athletics in the Hills District there, can you go on and be in the Olympics, and do you help people to do that?
That's a great question. In fact, Steve, at our presentation just recently, we had the pleasure of having Nick Huff, who was a little athlete of our club for many, many years, a very successful athlete. He won a gold medal at the Youth Olympics 4 years ago. And in fact, he's just been selected in the Commonwealth Australian 110 metre team. So from that perspective, absolutely, Steve. From a tiny tot through to Youth Olympics, which was the inaugural one in 2010, to a Commonwealth Games, and the young bloke he's 20, has the opportunity to go on and do Olympics. So yes, you can.
That's a good one to hang your hat on, isn't it?
It certainly is, Steve. So yeah, but again, our club's not all about that either. We are community-based. So having 650, we might have 600, 550 who just go there to compete, to do their very best, to make friends and have fun. Because the motto, Steve, with our club is family, fun and fitness. Yeah. So we cater for everyone. We have coaching, we have Pinkletics, where we raise money for the McGrath Foundation. This season we raised $5,000, which made us the top club in New South Wales for raising funds for Pinkletics. So again, not only are we community-based and a not-for-profit charity organisation, but we also give back to others. So, and that's from my role, that's what I get a great deal of joy and pleasure out of, and that's also supporting our sponsors. Yeah.
And so do you have full-time staff in the committee, or is it just all volunteer through? And how many volunteers do you have? All
volunteers, Steve. You'd swear blind I do it full-time, but I'm very passionate about the role I've got. But no, we're all volunteers. On the executive, we would probably have on our committee probably about anywhere between 15 to 20, and on a Saturday morning, if we're competing, we probably have anything up to 40 or 50 help us run our day, from barbecue to recording to timekeeping, to age managers to measuring. So yeah, it takes a lot of people to run a Saturday morning competition, and we normally run from about 8 o'clock in the morning and finish up around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So. Yeah, and it's during the summer months, so we're generally out of the heat before it gets too hot.
Okay, and just a parent, do you break for a Christmas break?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Good question, Steve. Yeah, we do. We break the 2 weeks before Christmas, and Santa turns up. We actually have a Santa day. He comes on our final running day of that half of the year, and we come back about the 2nd week of January. So about 3 or 4 weeks off during that Christmas New Year period for those who want to go away and don't miss out.
And obviously to make the club run, you have sponsors. So
Yep.
I guess here's an opportunity to let us know who sponsors you and
We've
how
got
do you get involved with them.
Yeah, we've got some great sponsors, Steve. Castle RSL, our major sponsor, been with us for a long time now. We've got Avant Constructions, we've got Wholesale Trophies, we've got Sonali, who supply all our gear for us, Dencon Surveying, we've got Fit for You, which is a fitness organisation. And what we try and then do is to try and reciprocate by then supporting them at the same time. So if I need trophies, Steve, I go to Wholesale Trophies. If we need a meeting or we have our presentation, Castle RSL. So what it is, it's a real win-win. It's a relationship building exercise. We're not a club, nor am I a president of a club, that's happy to take your money and not give you something back for it. Backmeyer Orthodontics, fantastic sponsor, and well known and another community based. He's a Shire resident. We support them and he supports us. So at the end of the day, it works well for everyone, and hence why I think our sponsors keep coming back year after year.
Okay, and so what got you in? How did you get roped into Little Ethics? And
how did I get in? Well, initially I think that for the first couple of years I hid playing golf, and then soon realised that I was missing out on some great opportunities to spend time with my kids. So when they were little, and we had an opportunity that opened up as that starter, and then I did that, and it just went from there. So yeah, so it's become a passion of mine, and for those who know me, I can be obsessed about a lot of things, but I'm certainly very obsessed about Hills District Little A's. They're a great club, great bunch of people, and I think the secret to our success, Steve, is the committee, the people that we work with that have the same ideology and philosophy, and that is to provide a really good, strong community-based club.
And on Saturdays you're based at
down at Roxburgh Park at AH Whaling Reserve. I've been there now, this is our 42nd year, but we've been there a long time, and the ground's in pretty good condition. We've got great equipment, our facilities are improving all the time, and we're just looking at, and we've got great relationships with Alex Hawke, our federal member. David Elliott's an outstanding supporter of our club, as is the mayor. So we really have engaged those people that are part of our community.
Oh, that's very good. And so you had children that went there?
Yes. Alice, our youngest, she's 15 now. She just finished this season as club captain. She'll go into teens. Matthew finished a couple of years ago. So yes, I've only got one left, and there's a fair chance though, Steve, is that I'm not one for just while my kids are there. I'll probably be there for a long time. I think there's a couple of people who'll be keen to get the job of mine in a couple of years' time, and I'm more than happy to hand it on and still be a part of the committee.
Ah, very good. And you're a Hills District person?
Yes, I am. Yeah, proudly based in Kellyville. Lived in the same street. In fact, Steve, as you know, I lived on one side of the street and bought on the other. It was just too good to leave, but I've been there coming up to 13 years, so very proud to be a part of this Shire.
Righto. Well, Brooke, thanks very much.
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Steve.
you talking to me on HillsShire.tv, and thanks again. I'll get you back on the show. Viewers, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers.